Alright guys, last video. Here we go.
Oh, why do feet stink? Let's face it, we probably all know at least one person who clears out the room every time they walk in and take off their shoes. And it doesn't matter how clean we are, how hygienic we are, even if you've got some OCD thing where you wash your feet 100 times a day, the point of the matter is, if you run a mile, then your socks, shoes, and feet will stink afterward. Why are feet the stinkiest part of the human body? Sweat. With more than 250,000 sweat glands per foot, our feet just tend to perspire or sweat more than the rest of our body. Sweat doesn't smell like feet. I'm not like a sweat doctor, but I know that much. Sweat is essentially salt and water, so it doesn't have its own distinctive odor. The bacteria, however, does. Bacteria is all over your skin right now. Don't think about it too much. Don't get freaked out. It's normal. This bacteria loves to eat sweat. When bacteria is eating sweat, it's excreting waste, bacteria poop, that produces this distinctive odor. The smell is bacteria poop that some would associate with good cheese or smelly feet. What I'm saying is that you're smelling poop from bacteria. I'm not going to judge you. Hey, we've got sweat glands everywhere, you know? Why don't our entire bodies smell like feet every time we get nervous? Just for comparison, the human hand has a comparable number of sweat glands, but it doesn't smell like feet. So why is that? The answer is all around us, because it's air, huh? Okay, the bacteria, the sweat, waste, it all can escape through the air and diffuse, so we're less likely to smell terrible. Feet, however, are coated in a couple of layers. We got socks, why do feet smell? And we've got shoes. Instead, it's kind of collecting in your feet, on your socks. It's pretty gross. So then the next question would be, why do some people have such stinky feet? Some people just sweat more. It's one of those varying physiological things about the great human experience. So this is also why sometimes your feet might smell terrible, and then sometimes they don't smell that bad. Keep your shoes on. All right, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. We hope you guys enjoyed it. Please leave us a comment down here if you would like to hear more, if you'd like to tell us an anecdote about some stinky feet, or if you have a topic you'd like us to cover in the future.
Alright, one more. Dad, just do this. Oh, that was the second video. Oh, wait.
Oh,
okay, never
mind.
Why
do feet stink? Let's face it, we probably...
Never mind. Wait a second. Second video. Hurry. What the frick is this?
11 secrets to get rid of smelly feet.
Man, y'all need this.
Yeast infections and stress provoked increased sweating, which can cause bacteria growth and bad smells. Watch our new video to learn some brilliant tips on how to get rid of smelly feet once and for all. Also, you'll finally get to know how to make your favorite shoes as comfortable as possible. Tip number 11. Remove the breeding grounds for bacteria. Most bacteria that cause bad smells breed under the nails and in the toughened skin areas. Don't forget to cleanse your soles with pumice when washing your feet. Also, don't forget to look after your nails and cut them short. Tip number 10. Wipe your toes after washing. Podologists recommend not just wiping your feet after showering, but patting with a towel between your toes. Otherwise, the remaining moisture can cause a fungal infection.
My mom has that.
Number 9. Brew some tea for your feet. Bacteria and reduce sweating. You can make such baths every day. Brew 3 teaspoons of tea in 4 cups of hot water. Add 8 cups of cold water. Then, put your feet in for 15 to 30 minutes. Tip number 8. Apple cider vinegar. An apple cider vinegar poultice will also help dispose of foot odor. Mix 2 cups of vinegar with a cup of warm water. Soak a piece of gauze in the solution and apply to your feet for 20 minutes. Let the skin dry naturally. Tip number 7. Use aromatherapy oils. Lavender oil will be perfect. Apart from concealing the odor, it also has a bactericidal effect. You can massage your feet with 4 drops of oil or make a foot bath. For the bath, add 2 drops of oil into 3 to 4 cups of water. And soak your feet for 10 to 15 minutes in the solution. Tip number 6. Wash your socks inside out. This way they will be more cleaned of skin cells and bacteria. The socks should not be synthetic. Try to use only cotton ones. Tip number 5. Walk barefoot at home. Also, you should always take off the socks you wear outside. When you walk, your socks gather bacteria from the floor, which, getting into a moist environment, start breeding.
That's what I forget.
Number 4. Use your antiperspirant on your feet, too. Apply them in the evening after a shower to dry skin. Antiperspirants contain chemicals that help reduce sweating. Tip number 3. Consult a doctor. If your feet not only smell bad but also start itching and peeling, go to the doctor. These may be symptoms of ringworm, an infection, or mycosis. It's a disease caused by parasitic fungi.
But what about ringworm?
Tip number 2. Disinfect your footwear. Here's what you should do. Thoroughly wash the outside. Soak the insoles and shoelaces in an antiseptic solution. Wipe the inside of the shoes with a cotton swab soaked in chlorhexidine. Finally, tip number 1. Keep your shoes dry. It's better to have 2 pairs of shoes for each season to wear them in turns. If you don't have a second pair and your shoes are wet, a good old method will help. Put some crumpled newspapers inside and they will absorb the moisture overnight. Or you can dry your shoes using an electric dryer. Also, to make your feet soft, don't forget to use olive oil. Olive oil intake, thanks to its monounsaturated fatty acids, benefits the liver and stomach. From outside, this nutritious oil improves the condition of the skin, hair, and nails. It can be used both as a separate treatment and in combination with other beauty products. You will need 1 cup of olive oil, 5 drops of lemon juice, and iodized alcohol. Slightly heat the oil and add lemon juice. Soak your feet in the oil and hold them there for 10 to 15 minutes. Treat your feet with iodized alcohol and apply nurturing cream. After a soak, put on cotton socks for a better effect. Moreover, we've prepared 5 simple but ingenious tricks so your favorite shoes won't hurt you anymore. Number 1. Thick socks and heat. Put on a pair of thick socks and then your favorite shoes. Run the hairdryer over the tight parts of the...
Guys, I'm sorry, but we are out of time. I'll see you guys later. I said, oh, make sure you check out my new Slither videos. Peace.